Good afternoon. It's April 1st. For real. No April Fools. Yeah, wish things were a joke, right? Have you taken control of your day? I'm going to have to say that now every day because it's a theme. And I come on here every day since about August 28th to advocate that, and it's extremely important, especially right now. And so getting up on purpose or with a purpose, with intention, and that intention is to control your thoughts, and not to be bombarded with all the negativity that already exists. And this was the case, this was true way before this pandemic was happening because it applies to life. If anything at all, that's one of the lessons from this pandemic is taking things for granted. You wake up, we live in such an automated world where, with our smartphones, and our smartphones pretty much rule us, and me included. I'm the same. So that's part of why I come on here, to just share my own experience. And from there, hopefully you can relate, and hopefully it will be helpful. But I'm only sharing my own. I'm struggling right along with you. And everybody's struggling at a different level, or they're thriving. They're not really thriving because this is all new to everybody and kind of a lot of unknowns, right? So as I said before, I get up and I take control of my day by just making sure I have a routine, and that routine is to wake up with intention and know what I'm going to be doing. And it's really important that you take care of yourself. It's really ideally if you start, you drink plenty of water and you get up and move around. Ideally get your blood flowing so that you can kind of get your brain working, and then you list out the things that you're grateful for. I think that's earlier on the best, the better off you're going to be. Because if you wake right up into a phone call that's kind of like a bummer, that's not going to be good. So that's a good incentive to set an alarm to get up a little earlier than everybody else. Because if you just wake up to that, you're kind of setting yourself up for maybe depression or whatever. But who knows? It's just a lot of unexpected things happening these days, right? And then the next thing you want to do is plan your day. Have things that you want to accomplish, and make a list of no more than 6 things, preferably only 3, ideally only 1. And at the end of the day, or even later, and as you go, check it off, because those are wins. We all need positive right now. We all need to feel inspired somehow, at least less of the doom and gloom. And mostly get the information you need, and then scroll off. I'm talking about the news. Okay, how much of that do you really need? You just need the stats. You know that it's scary. You know the numbers are climbing, and you know that you got to do your part and stay in. And I know that there's a lot of conflict there because there's people a little slow to come into the realization that we all have to participate. We all do. You got to shut it down. Sorry, you're going to lose money. Me too. Half of my household income just went out the door too. We all are. You want to be dead and with money in a job, or you want to, it's as simple as that. Very cynical. I know it's terrible, but I'm just going through the intention. Why do I come on here every day? And that's why I hope, and it's usually very positive, and I mean to be positive. And now on that note, like I always say, I follow Mel Robbins a lot. And today's broadcast, she comes on every day at 9, in case you don't check into that. It's called Stay Connected with Mel. And it's out there on her YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn. It's everywhere. But basically today's topic was optimism. How optimism is more than just a word. It's actually a skill that is learned, and it's learned also through, I'm in a coaching program, which I just love. But I think that anybody that is in a success mindset, that is pursuit of happiness and being your best, anybody that you have, any influencers you have in your life, whether it be a coach or friends or a group that you're involved in, what they say, you're as successful or as happy as the 5 people you hang around with. So, but at the same time, you can put an effort into purposely hanging around with people that you want to emulate. And so her topic today was optimism. And, I think that if we just allow things, that's pretty much how we become pessimistic. It just goes right down to the adage of the half full or half empty. But optimism can be learned. It's a learned skill, and has to do with your mindset. It's where you actually make the choice, and you truly believe at your core that you can make something into positive no matter what it is. And it's extremely important to do that right now, not just for yourself, but for others and for your family and for everybody who's struggling right now. And we all are. Nobody's exempt from this. You can make the best of of a bad situation, and the steps that she had in there that she was talking about, and you can go back and watch it. My memory doesn't serve me, and I'm giving a briefing, and that is you need to have a plan, and you want to perhaps develop a skill. You can identify something that you wouldn't have really worked on before, but now because of all of this downtime or all of this alone time or at home time, you're allowed that opportunity to develop that skill. So it's a built thing, and it's something that you have to keep being reminded. I mean, for me, I have my moments, and luckily I have some really good friends and resources to fall back on. The thing you want to be wary of is when you're really bummed out or whatever, you don't want to reach out to the person that you might bring them down to. And I say that because, I have a spouse who's younger than I am, and hasn't lived in this country all his life, and I have grown daughters, and there's always that. I don't want to be completely vulnerable because I want to be that strength that they looked for in a parent, no matter how old you are. And so that's difficult too. So what do we do? What do we do when we want to get some comfort? And that's pretty much on us. It's one of the reasons why you have to always be plugged into something good, some sort of audio. If you haven't subscribed to Audible, if you are a reader, then there's a lot of material you can read. There's so much material. But Audible is an excellent source for just having it plugged in. You can listen to the books over and over and over again, but there's so much good information out there. Choose the good, choose the positive, really. It's not foo-foo, it's not just pretend. It's just, it's survival. And that really means a lot right now. It's really important that we survive, not just physically, but mentally. They go hand in hand. So with that said, have an amazing remainder of your day. Practice optimism. Look it up, find out, reach out, connect with people, do something very kind to others by just acknowledging them and calling people and being connected and staying connected, and share whatever influential or positive information you have with anyone you can, and just love on people and continue living. All right? So have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. All right.